The Wolf King, to protect the prey his pack had worked hard to capture, didn't choose to retreat when facing the brown bear coming to steal food. During the confrontation between the two, the bear slapped the Wolf King and broke his spine. Watching her husband struggle painfully in a pool of blood, the she-wolf's world instantly collapsed. But the pack only followed one survival rule. A wolf pack couldn't be without a king for even a day. Soon they elected a new Wolf King. Watching the pack's departing backs, she decided to stay with her husband through his final moments, because once a wolf finds a mate, they stay together for life. Yet this decision would change her entire life's fate. At this time in the Alps, the temperature had dropped to -20 degrees. She dragged her husband deep into the forest and lay shallowly beside the Wolf King. It's hard to know how many such days and nights she endured. Even when her husband became a cold corpse, she never thought of leaving alone. Until one day she discovered she was pregnant. This was the Wolf King's only bloodline before death. If she returned to the pack, the new leader would very likely kill her child. At this point, she realized she had to leave quickly. For her, successfully giving birth to her children would be the best continuation of her husband's life. She then walked determinedly toward the deep forest to provide a safe birth environment for the unborn children. In the following weeks, she traveled north along the ridges, crossed one towering snow-covered mountain after another, endured winds of -30 degrees, narrowly escaped devastating avalanches, and finally crossed more than 1,000 kilometers of difficult terrain. Finally, she saw the ideal habitat for her children at Mont Blanc in Europe. She looked into the distance, her mind constantly imagining scenes of her children growing up. This place was the beginning of her new life. In the following days, she continuously familiarized herself with the surroundings. Finally, on a night of thunder and lightning, she gave birth to 8 cubs. Unfortunately, 2 didn't survive. To prevent the smell from attracting other predators, she endured heart-wrenching pain and ate the 2 dead cubs to replenish her weakened body. But even so, for a lone wolf to raise 6 cubs alone was almost an impossible task. Soon, a lynx set its sights on her. Facing the fierce lynx, the she-wolf firmly guarded the cave entrance. They remained in a standoff for quite a while. The lynx, surprisingly, chose to quietly leave. It turned out she was raising her own cubs too. Perhaps both mothers felt each other's hardship. They tacitly chose not to harm one another. The she-wolf endured countless long days and nights until her cubs grew to 2 months old. Then she led the cubs over mountains, across dangerous swamps, over spring grasslands, through crisis-filled forests. Finally, they reached the edge of a city. But leading cubs alone through a strange city was extremely dangerous, yet she had no choice. So the she-wolf, under cover of darkness, led her children silently into this unfamiliar city. As another sun rose from the east, fortunately, the she-wolf led 6 cubs successfully through the human city, stepping into the wildlife sanctuary, Malkondu National Park. This place was far from humans and had abundant food and water sources, making it an ideal habitat. Here, she would lead her children to establish a new dynasty.